Sometimes it's not time that heals trauma. It's eye movement. Yeah, literally side to side eye movements. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how one strange sounding therapy, EMDR, can actually rewire how your brain and body respond to painful memories. And why it's not just mind tricks, but a deeply researched process that changes how you live. If you've ever thought, I'll never feel normal again after what happened to me, you're not alone. Whether it's a car accident, child abuse, betrayal, or another life-shaking event, trauma can make life feel permanently off. It's not just memories, it's what we come to believe about ourselves as a result. That can arise at any time and feel like an ambush. You're making dinner, you hear a certain song, and suddenly your chest tightens and your brain feels like it's under attack. Here's something you may not know. The part of your brain that stores traumatic memory, the amygdala, doesn't care about your calendar. It reacts like the danger is still happening right now. That's why simply telling yourself it's over doesn't usually work. So here's the big question. If your brain can lock you into trauma mode, can it also unlock you? The answer is yes, and it's surprisingly simple. But first, we need to talk about one strange principle that makes it all possible. In psychology, there's a principle I call redeeming the stimulus. Creating a new, safe, and empowering experience with an old, painful trigger or stimulus. It's about having a new experience with an old stimulus. This is why in many spiritual traditions, rituals use repeated symbols or actions to transform how our heart responds. In therapy, we do something similar. We don't erase the memory. We rewrite the brain's emotional coding of it and how you perceive yourself in relationship to the world around you. This is exactly what EMDR does. EMDR stands for eye movement, desensitization, and reprocessing, which, let's be honest, sounds super complicated and a little woo-woo, but it's actually a fairly simple and highly effective trauma therapy, backed by decades of research. Here's the quick breakdown. Step 1, we recall a memory. You focus on a specific traumatic memory, including sights, sounds, body sensations, the beliefs that it's tied to. Step 2, we add bilateral stimulation. Your eyes move side to side, or you receive gentle taps or sounds in alternating ears. Step 3, dual attention. Your brain pays attention to both the memory and the present moment. This keeps you anchored while your brain reprocesses the event. Scientists aren't 100% sure why it works, but here are the top theories. Your brain can't fully stay in panic mode when it's also in tracking that rhythm. It's like trying to have a panic attack while laughing at your favorite joke. Your nervous system just can't keep up. The second theory is alternating stimulation activates both sides of the brain, allowing them to talk more effectively and reframe the event. The third theory is you're literally building new neural pathways that pair the old memory with calm instead of fear. The result? Over time, the memory loses its emotional sting. What once triggered panic now feels natural. I had a client who couldn't drive past the intersection where she'd been in a serious crash. Just hearing a turn signal click made her palms sweat. After 2 EMDR sessions, she drove through the same intersection while singing. She was singing a Taylor Swift song and didn't even realize it until later. She actually called me laughing because she realized what had happened and was so overjoyed. That's redeeming the stimulus in action. If you're already imagining what life could be like without those old triggers, make sure to hit like so YouTube knows this content is worth sharing. And subscribe for more brain-changing tools like this one. Here's something fascinating. EMDR isn't just for big trauma. Research shows it can also help with anxiety, phobias, and even performance blocks, like the fear of public speaking. I'm curious, if you could neutralize one trigger in your life right now, what would it be? Drop it in the comments. I read every one. Trauma doesn't have to define your future. Your brain is built to heal. Sometimes it just needs the right sequence of events to unlock that healing. If this video sparked something for you, subscribe for more principle-based, practical tools for mental health. And if you know someone who feels stuck in the past, share this video with them. Remember, you can't change the past, but you can change the way the past lives in you.